Oh, what's up? My fellow soon-to-be kicker keep host on the verge of kicking out Carantos.
On the verge of kicking out Carantos? Wait, what? Why?
Isn't that what we talked about in DMs last time? You were going to replace him as the host next episode? I just haven't told him yet.
No, I'm just gonna, try to do my own show.
Yeah.
Alright. So first of all, I am kind of riled up and mad at one of your viewers who you had a conversation about, who's like, oh my god, Bella, isn't it weird that Bella came up with that show idea and presented it to you only after the Carantos salary came out? That was so messed up to say.
Wow. Well, why are you reporting this to me?
Like, what the hell? By the way, that's also so fucked up because guess what? Darius also came up with a new idea and he also presented it to you when I did. So, like, nobody mentioned Darius's idea, but of course, everybody talks about me.
I'm pretty sure people are more mad at Darius, but I think it's because Darius has been doing it in the past more than you. So you were just like the newer person to do it. But I'm pretty sure people have been upset at Darius as well about it. You just don't see that as much.
But wait, hold on. Were they upset at him for the idea, for the dating idea? Or just in general?
Listen, it's also complicated because a lot of people in my community don't like Q too. So it's also, it's a complicated set of affairs, okay?
Yeah, I was like, looking up at the Reddit and stuff like that, and your Discord, and your community is divided. They're like, is Bella actually really pretty stupid, or is she, like actually is pretty intelligent? They still can't decide. They don't know.
Okay. I don't know how I'm supposed to respond to that. What about it?
I don't know. What's your opinion, Destiny? Maybe like guide your community or something,
My community's free to think what they want about you. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm not here to tell them you're smart or tell them you're stupid. What do you mean? What? That's not my job. Listen, that's your job to affect people's views of you.
True. For now, I'm known as a booba girl.
True. So why don't you get different tops, okay? There's no way those are real. You lied to me the first time. I don't believe it.
I lied about what?
Your boobs being fake. I'm not believing it now, okay? I've seen them in a lot of different tops, and I'm feeling stronger about my initial assessment.
Every time you've seen me wearing a bra underneath. So it might be different tops, but it's still same bra. Like, what do you mean?
Okay. Do you want to bet on that?
You know that they changed the shape and the look of the boobs and stuff like that. Here's the deal, Destiny. Here's the deal. You questioning whether or not they're real or fake, right?
Yeah.
That already tells me a lot. Like,
really?
you don't even know what real is and what fake is. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, is there anything else? Wow. Anything else you got in here, or were you just mad that my community is questioning your integrity?
Both. But I don't know. Well, first of all, yes, I am mad that your community is questioning my integrity and stuff like that and calling me a booba girl, but, it's fine. But I actually wanted to... Oh, hold on. Before I continue, when it comes to the show that I came up with, and it's a legit good show, which name do you like better? Orbiter Wars or Destiny's Next Top Orbiter?
I think Orbiter Wars has a nicer ring to it.
Really? Okay. Orbiter Wars. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm working on it. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It's gonna be ready next month, and I'll help you host it. And
wait, are we doing this on you're doing this on your channel first, and then we're gonna see if it works out well, and then maybe
No. We're gonna do it on your channel. What do you mean? It's Destiny's Next Orbiter Wars. Who else has Orbiter besides you? Nobody.
Why would I start doing a show on my channel? What do you mean? What if it's horrible and you waste all my time?
Are you scared or something?
Yeah, I'm scared of wasting my time and being bored for 4 hours.
It's not gonna be boring. It's literally your orbiters fighting with each other and potential people who might replace them. It's gonna be crazy. All right, we'll just talk more about it once I actually plan it out.
Yeah, once we get all show me when you get the blueprint working and everything, okay? Then we'll see that.
Yeah, for sure.
Why did you just laugh like that? Are you making fun of my voice?
Yes.
Okay.
By the way, you know how you were actually planning to dye your hair? Have you actually considered platinum?
Fuck no. I like blue. It's my favorite color.
You're such a typical American. I swear to God. Every American, you can just guess. It's gonna be either green, purple, or blue. Of course you're blue.
Green, purple. You just name like half the colors. Jesus, why does it have to be platinum?
No,
so I need to be M&M?
Bro, I think platinum would look sick. I actually, like, you should try a platinum, like, wig. I honestly think it will look really good.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Yeah, ooh, thanks. Thank you for considering it.
You're so welcome.
Okay, I had another question for you because I was actually watching like the Shoe0nHead videos about, you know, the man loneliness, like epidemic and stuff like that. And I was actually like thinking about like the red pill, but to me it kind of seems like the red pill is kind of dying off. Do you feel the same? Like, do you think the red pill is kind of dying off?
Yep.
What do you think is going to be the next arc? Like, I don't think blue pill is going to take over.
I'm pulling hard for the liberalism arc, okay? We go back to liking our institutions, okay? We go back to being reasonable people.
Yeah, but a lot of people make a, you know, interesting criticism about you. They say like, oh yeah, you know, Steven could be the next, you know, guide for men and stuff like that. But because of your political inclinations and stuff like that, a lot of people, you know, are not very taken in. Because a lot of people say like, you know, Andrew Tate, for example, he actually talks a lot just about men and stuff like that. He doesn't really bring in politics into it.
He brings in a fuck ton of politics into it. People are just too retarded to know what politics means. But also, Andrew Tate doesn't even good advice to men. I need to spend more time thinking about there's basically nothing of value if you're even a mediocre like put together man. Like these people have nothing of value to offer you. So I don't know. It's more just like basically the places function as cults, and the people that are drawn in are like cult victims. So the idea is like, how do you reach a potential cult victim in a better way than some of these other like cult recruiters do? That's like the question. I don't know what the answer to that is.
You don't know the answer to it? Yeah. I was actually thinking of like what potential things we could do to actually improve things. Because I mean, the number of male loneliness is going to keep increasing, and then it's probably most likely going to affect women as well. But you know, based on like the Shoe0nHead video and the reaction it received, it seems like the majority of the positive reaction comes from the man, and the more negative reaction comes from, it seems like either women or incels and stuff like that.
What is the, I mean, like, what was her video? It feels like these videos either go one of two ways. It either says men are to blame because they're losers and incels and virgins, or men are just these innocent poor creatures and like women's standards are too high and women are to blame. What, did it go one or the other, or did she actually get like a decent video on it?
I think you watched the video. No, in my opinion, she actually gave a pretty decent take on it. She didn't blame women. I think she didn't really necessarily bring any solutions, because I think coming up with solutions in regards to this is...
I thought she just put out a new video on this. Sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I think like coming up with solutions is a little bit more difficult. So she didn't necessarily address the solutions, she just addressed the issue, and she said it's important that we don't ignore it. Just because we're speaking about men's issue doesn't mean we're going against women, which a lot of people need to start understanding. Like we can address both sides without, you know, isolating one another and stuff like that. So I think that was more her take. But she did get pretty negative feedback on it from, you know, TikTok community women and some incels and stuff like that.
Yeah, TikTok community and Gen Z.
Apparently, if you're a woman, you can't talk about this. Yeah.
TikTok and Gen Z. Wait, how old are you again?
Why do you keep asking me that all the time?
Because I don't know if I'm about to say something really mean about your age class or not. I keep forgetting.
Does it matter? Like, no, just say it. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Zoomers have literally nothing of value to add to the world's political or social discourse right now. So every single thing they say should be literally ignored because they don't know anything. They're not even functional adults yet. So I don't know why anybody gives any of their opinion at the time of day, except for the fact that we've got a new social media platform called TikTok that amplifies their voices more than that age class has ever been amplified before. I cannot get. Do you have any idea how hard the closest I've ever come to ocular injury is my eyes rolling into the back of my head with a 23-year-old sneako next to me sitting there trying to tell me what women want when he hasn't had a single real relationship his entire life, right? I don't know why Zoomer, I know why, but the fact that like Zoomer advice on how to live life and have meaning and find purpose is taken seriously is absolutely fucking mind-blowing to me. Like, but that also just maybe because I'm older now I feel that way, so you know, who knows.
Yeah, no, you're very passionate about it. I mean, Zoomers are going to be the population that's going to be affected the most, especially the men, the Zoomer men and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but so I was actually looking at potential solutions and stuff like that for.
Oh, you've
and
solved it. Oh, now I'm hype. Okay, tell us the solutions. How do we fix all the men's?
Oh my god, why do you sound so sarcastic? I just said I was trying to look up things, bro. So
Oh,
aggressive.
I thought you had figured it out. Never mind, my bad.
Oh my god.
Chill,
bro.
damn. You got that Latina energy right now, okay?
Christ.
You need to turn it down, all right?
Oh my god, Latina energy,
My
yeah.
God,
Even though when I talk passionately, nobody can say anything, but when Bella talks passionately, she's like automatically Latina and fired up.
They do talk when I talk passionately. They put God sneeze in the chat, okay? Because I'm awesome.
Okay, whatever, Destiny. Okay, but I
Wait, somebody said you're Vietnamese. Is that true?
No, why are they coming up with these?
Okay. That was my Chinese friend. She's racist against everybody, so it's not surprising she would say that. Sorry, keep going.
Maybe one day I will tell you the truth. I promise to show you my 23andMe, so one day that will happen.
That's great.
But so the potential solutions might be like policy driven solutions, but some colleges already taking action towards it. So when it comes to like college admissions, 60% are women and 40% are men, and some colleges are trying to actually diminish that gap, and so they're not necessarily saying, oh yeah, we're trying to accept more men, but they are trying to actually admit more men into their college. It's gonna be a little bit more, like if you have a woman and a man applying and they look similar, they're probably gonna go a little bit more with the men compared to a woman, and probably put the woman on a wait list.
True.
Which is not a bad idea.
I agree. I can go back to college soon now. Hell yeah.
Wait, say it again.
I said I can go back to college soon now. Hell yeah.
Why?
Well, if they're affirmative actioning men in, I can get back into school, right?
You even want that?
I don't know. It seems like a good place to pick up girls, right?
I mean, true. Yeah, like I heard somebody say because there is such a low number of men in colleges, it's kind of like men are becoming a little bit more pickier at colleges compared to women, because there's a limited number of them, and so they're like a little bit pickier and stuff like that.
There you go. Hell yeah.
It's like the online dating, but in college and stuff like that, but reverse
Tinder. Holy shit. Yes.
Yeah, I know, right? It's pretty crazy.
I'll go major in like the fucking arts or humanities or some shit. Oof. What are the gender ratios there? God damn.
No, bro, if you actually go to college as a man nowadays in liberal arts, there's probably a very high chance you're gonna get laid easily. Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, but whatever. But yeah, no, I think I think that could potentially help. Just trying to diminish the gender gap in college by admitting more men and stuff like that. Because first you helping men get a college degree, aka help them increase their chances of earning more salary and getting a better job, but also potentially meeting a lady and building a relationship and stuff like that. So that's great. But other potential solutions might be advocating people to go to trade schools more as well, especially in United States. I feel like trade schools do not get a lot of attention in the United States.
So here's the thing here's a little rabbit hole I went down in my free time a couple of weeks ago, and I kind of changed my mind. So I used to do this whole like, oh yeah, trade schools are so amazing. We don't push the trades enough. Trades. I got one really long email, and then another one from people telling me about this. I think trade schools, and then I started Googling around like for all the numbers and everything. I think trade schools are a little bit too romanticized at the moment. I think trades are decent, and it's way better than just high school and doing menial labor, but trades do not generally make the money that you get with a college degree. And overwhelmingly, when people talk about the trades, and you get these like, I know an electrician and he makes $250,000 a year, I know a carpenter, and this fucking guy built Donald Trump. Like, people get really hyped up. Most of the time, I know a plumber, and a plumber, he gets like $500 an hour. Most of the time, the guys that are doing really well in the trades, they're not actually in the trades. They're entrepreneurs that are small business owners. So like, a guy will run a plumbing business, and people will call him a plumber. A guy will run an electrician business, and they'll call the guy an electrician. But the actual electricians and plumbers, they're not really. They're doing like 40 to 60K a year. It's not bad, but it's a little bit worse than college degrees. It's okay, and if your mind is not tuned to college, then absolutely, I think trades need to be viewed more as an option. But something that I wish we could see changed right now, and I don't know what the current culture is like in school, so I don't know if I'm just out of touch when I say this or if I'm missing something, but I really wish that people would socially encourage a far more strategic outlook when it comes to doing schools. And by strategic, I mean at the bare minimum, you're doing in-state college, period. Unless you're getting full ride scholarships or a fuck ton of financial aid. No more out-of-state schools, no more private schools, but do in-state schools, number one. And number two, even more so, knock your gen eds out at community college. Go to community college for a couple $1,000s, if that. Yeah, knock your gen eds out, and then boom, and then transfer to your state school. Because it's starting to get to the point. I say this all the time. College degrees are worth it. It's starting to get to the point where for some classes of people, college degrees aren't worth it. And I'm noticing overwhelmingly that it's the lifetime debt acquisition that people will go through, getting to 5 figures of debt, sometimes $80,000, $100,000 in debt for just like a 4-year bachelor's. It's like, there's no excuse for that. Yeah, this is insane.
I think the issue also is a lot of, young individuals look at college as a safety net. I think, which is stupid. But, instead of their parents judging them for not doing anything with their life, a lot of people, well, at least some of the ones I've met and talked to, they kind of like continue going to school because they don't know what to do with their life, and they believe that at least if they're attending college, they're accomplishing something, but the only thing they're technically doing is getting more and more into debt. So I think there has to be also like the change in the mindset of people. Like, college shouldn't be a safety net where you go because you don't know what to do with your life. I think a little bit more thought needs to be put into that. I do agree with you when it comes to community college. I know a lot of my classmates went to community college for a couple years, or nowadays high schools are even offering classes in community college where you can actually get college credit while you're still in high school too.
So like something that I think should be pushed so heavily, and I was in a private school, so maybe do this. Dual enrollment courses are fucking magic, and AP courses are fucking magic. If your school offers AP or dual enrollment, or maybe IB will let you test too, these are like, bro, an AP test. When I was in school, an AP test is $75. Okay, and that might allow you to test out of an entire. When I went to college, I almost had enough credits to be a sophomore just because of all the AP tests and dual enrollment courses I took, and that's in high school, so it's not even like costing you anywhere near the college cost. Yeah, AP and dual enrollment should absolutely, and they're not. Maybe this might be my IQ privilege showing because I'm so smart, but like I don't even think like AP or dual enrollment courses are that much harder or like that hard necessarily. You've got so much time. You're in high school. You're not working a job. Like, man, if you can do it. Like, yeah, especially if you're already taking honors courses. Here's what I'll say. I'll say this, okay? If you can pass honors courses in schools, don't ever take honors physics over AP physics or honors chem over AP chem. Just take the AP course. Also, because if you're going to a school that's offering honors courses, bro, now this is just my memory, but the AP scoring guidelines are insane. I want to say, like, on those AP calc, like the ABBC, those AP calc tests, I want to say you could get like a 70% and get like a 4 or 5 on the test. Somebody can fact check me if I'm wrong on that. But the guidelines and the scoring for that are fucking insane on like how lenient they are for you to get a 4 or 5. And a 4 on an AP test will, like, for 95% of college institutions, will let you pass the class. It's unbelievable. I'm pretty sure it was, but anyway, yeah, sorry.
Not only that, but again, you can actually find so many resources online. You can actually find fuck ton of practice exams when it comes to AP classes free online or for, pretty cheap and stuff like that. You don't necessarily have to even take like private classes in order to pass the AP or buy the booklets and stuff like that, because there's so many practice exams. Yeah, no, I agree. Those are definitely really, really great. And I feel like more and more high schools are offering those, and you can get a lot of credit. But I was also thinking that,
Oh, also, wait, hold on real quick.
Besi-
I just want to address this because I see this brought up so much and it's such bullshit. Trades offer young men good pay within 3 years of starting. I've seen over and over guys making 150 plus working overtime, but making an insane salary for the education level. That's not the norm, and it's not true. You can go Google median salaries. This is a meme. I'm not on these Red Pill podcasts anymore, but if I was, this is a meme that needs to die. The idea that a 6-figure salary is so easily available to you if you work in a trade, that is just not true. Sorry, okay, go ahead.
Yeah. But I mean, the trade schools still should not be dismissed, though, and they still should be a little bit more encouraged than they are being now, though, Destiny. Like,
True.
I feel like, again, in the United States, they're just not being talked to. I remember when I was in high school or something, they never even mentioned trade schools. They only
True.
talked about college and encouraging. Even the counselors would simply right away encourage you to attend any sort of college instead of potentially considering a trade school.
Yeah.
And they don't necessarily educate you about that potential, way of earning money.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Also, so besides that, I feel like besides just changing of the educational system a little bit and offering AP courses and community courses, blah, 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 I also think that potentially we should encourage a lot more men to choose a career in vocational fields such as schools and being a teacher or being a healthcare like a nurse or whatever. I don't believe we have a lot of men in those fields and not a lot of good role models for young men in those fields, which I think is so important, especially let's talk about teachers. Not a lot of male teachers are actually not a lot of men are actually choosing to be male teachers and stuff like that. Their numbers are decreasing. But a lot of young men spend a lot of time at school. They spend a lot of time with their teachers and stuff like that. And I feel like if you have more male being represented in those fields and those young men having interactions with older men and stuff like that, it might be actually really, really good for our society.
I think I agree. I think that God, I loved this. It feels so weird to say this, but it's so normal to me. I went to an all boys high school, and I think it was really good. I feel like having a bunch of male teachers. They're like good role models. They're intelligent. They're strong. They do things I felt like that environment was really good for me. I look back on my high school shit. I wonder what it would be like if I went to high school as a boy, but like 90% of my teachers are female. That just seems really strange. I can't even fathom that. But yeah, there's definitely way too few male teachers. Yeah.
I agree. I think the issue is unfortunately we kind of have a society where a lot of fathers are not necessarily present in their kids' life for a quality of time or whatever. So the men are being raised without really good male models and stuff like that. So
sure, but even with the men present in the lives, I still think the teaching thing is important. Like my dad was technically quote unquote in the home growing up, but in grade school you're not spending most of your time, even really you're not spending as much as parents are uncomfortable hearing it. Your children are largely going to be raised by their friends and their teachers, because once a kid is in school, he's spending most of his waking hours around school friends and teachers. And when you get home, usually dad's off work, he's chilling, mom might help with stuff, but she's got to do dinner, take care of the house or whatever. It's not like you go home and the parents are okay, time for your 8 hours of family instruction now. That's just typically not happening.
Exactly. Yeah. But so we're just encouraging a lot more women to join STEMs, which is really great. So their numbers are slowly improving. But I feel like we don't see that a lot in reverse when it comes to men in these fields, in vocational fields, which I think should be strongly encouraged nowadays.
Sure.
I just think it would be really, really great to have that diversity for the children. But that's what I actually wanted to talk about, because again, I think the red pill is dying. I don't think men have a good, role models or good advocates on the internet, because blue pill is definitely not advocating for them. I kind of agree with Shoe0nHead. They're using men. They're not trying to help men. They're actually trying to recruit them into their own side, which is not really a good thing. I think it's, men do feel like they're going to be just being used and stuff like that. So we definitely need a good role models and advocates for men on the internet after the red pill completely dies off.
True. That can be you, Bella. You can be the
I was
one
actually
to do it,
thinking
okay?
that. Wait, I was actually thinking that. I'm not even kidding.
Boom. Well, there you
But
go.
I don't think anybody would take me seriously because I would be like, oh my god, this girl, with OnlyFans is trying to, advocate for men. She's probably just doing it to get like more viewership and
Well,
more
you know
like
what? Give me your address,
subscribers.
and I'm gonna ship you some, okay, big sweaters
Ship
that
me
you can
some
use.
what?
Ship you some sweaters, and then people look at you like, wow, this is a lady with something important to say to young men, okay? Instead of out constantly and distracting people from your positive message.
I only accept cashmere sweaters, Destiny.
I thought it was expensive.
Does that work?
Cashmere
Yeah,
sounds like
cashmere
the
sweaters.
highest level crafting material in a video game I'm playing, so.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I only accept cashmere sweaters. That would be lovely. I am looking for more sweaters, so yes, for sure. But do you actually think, be honest, do you actually think that if I hit my face more, I would be taken more seriously? Like, what is wrong with the women having...
I'm gonna tell you, if I was a
You-
high school young boy and you came to talk to me in that outfit, I would be very receptive to anything you have to say, so.
I know. You would actually probably listen to it, like, very intensely.
Well, maybe. I would hear you. I don't know if I'd be listening, but yeah.
But I honestly think I could be the next advocate for men.
All right.
I
well,
honestly think I could.
listen, try it, okay? Yeah, we'll be watching all your YouTube videos, okay?
Oh my god. Well, great. Great. Thank you, Steven, for talking to me. I appreciate it.
Well, have fun. Be careful.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna go stream on Twitch and TikTok. Have fun! And consider dyeing your hair platinum.
I'll think about it. Be careful. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Appropriate. I think it's sort of inappropriate to assume your partner will cheat on you.